With Director of Rugby Steve Diamond looking ahead to the first game of the Gallagher Premiership season, we've got Bristol Bears at home. Dimes, can you sense the excitement's really building around the place?
Yeah, we're trying to keep a lid on it with the team. We don't want to play the game on the training sessions before, but you know, it's a fresh start, and you know, like Bristol, we've all had good pre-seasons and all our preparation's great, and you know, the proof's in the pudding, as they say, Smithy, and we'll see what we're like Friday night. But you know, we're not cocky. We're confident that our defence is improved. We're confident that if we line break, we can finish tries off. And Wardy and Scott McLeod have done a good job with the line out and scrum. So, you know, I'm after a 90% game. If we can get 90% of our D right and our set piece right, then we stand a chance of winning.
You've talked a lot in your meetings and your analysis about flicking the switch going into game week. Is that more a mental thing or kind of just in terms of the knowledge?
Yeah, no, the lads are physically on it. They're ripped, they're built. We've dropped the load a little bit this week because it's important that we have them ready for fight night, so to speak, on Friday night. And it's what they do between their ears when they're not with me now, which is really important, as in relaxing, getting plenty of kip, but knowing that it's the start of a season where a gang of ordinary people, myself down to the kit men, can hopefully do extraordinary things, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to be part of.
You've spoken about the fact that it's mainly Falcons in terms of the preparation, looking at ourselves. You must have had a little bit of a sneaky look at Bristol. What do you expect from them on Friday?
Well, to the neutral, Bristol are a wonderful rugby team. They flick it out everywhere, they play multi-phase games, and you've got to know what you're doing to contain them. And I worry a little bit, because if we didn't worry, we'd be blasé, wouldn't we? You know, and they're a very good side, well coached. But we've just got to see where their threats are and contain them. But we've got to show the other side of the coin. And when we've got the opportunity, we've got to take our opportunities, whether it's kicking goal or scoring. And if we can do that, we'll be highly competitive.
You're known for your wheeling and dealing in the transfer market. We've had another new face through the door this week with Ethan Grayson coming in. What's he going to bring to the squad? Yeah, well,
we played Sale in a friendly a couple of weeks ago, and we took a couple of knocks. And we can cope in the back row at the moment. Cameron Neal broke his arm. Alex Earl tore his pec, and he'll be okay in 3 or 4 weeks. Wilco got a strain on his MCL, his knee, so we brought in Ethan, who can cover 12 and 10, has done in the Premiership, and he's you know, a very good player who's coming immediately, and he'll be able to assist.
On the coaching side, we've also had a new face, an old face really, but a new face through the door in Lee Dixon, who's coming in to do a bit of skills work in conjunction with his role at Barnard Castle. I mean, what's he going to add to the group? Yeah,
well, he's got a really good relationship with Alan Dickens. They were together as coaches and stuff, a coach and player at Northampton. He's at Barnard Castle, so he's in the locality, and we offered him an opportunity here, helping out, and I think he was a competitor and won the league with Northampton. I can't actually say he and I always got on, but we've now put our sabres down, and yeah, I like him a lot. He's more competitive than me, which is a shock. But no, I'm looking forward to him. He started, and he brings a wealth of experience, and that's one of the things we did lack here in our preparation and our knowledge.
It's been a busy couple of weeks with various events at the club. We had a fans forum a few weeks ago where 400 or 500 supporters are in attendance, and then an open training session last Friday when you were explaining things to fans during the game. How important is that communication with supporters?
Well, I think the communication is really important for sponsors, supporters, players, management here, that we've got to let the information cascade down and up. I think one of the major problems in a lot of businesses and sports teams is when the communication lines dry up or are non-existent, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm a good communicator and I know how to put the message across to all through all mediums. I am also available for bar mitzvahs, weddings and funerals as a compere, as you'll see last week, Smithy. Actually, you were on holiday that day of the show, wasn't you?
That's a disgraceful slight. But the fans are a massive part of what we're doing.
Oh, marvellous. And the loyalty. You know, at the end of last season, we're rock bottom, we're playing dead rubber games and we're getting 9,000 people here. Fantastic and much appreciated.
At Kingston Park on Friday, what difference could that make to the lads?
Well, I think there's a couple of formulas here which nobody really gets. One's the weather, but more importantly, one's the crowd. It is a hostile place for the opposition to come, and I'm pretty sure one of our mantras is the triple H, and the H stands for hostile, hungry, and hard buggers. And I think we'll be all three of those on Friday night.
We all thought it was just because you're a big WWE fan, but thanks for explaining that one. And thanks for your time as always.
Thank you.